Yo, what the fuck is up? Up to something media. Obviously, you don't see my counterparts here because they're probably trick or treated. You know what I'm saying? They're a little too old to trick or treat. But it's all good. I'm here though. You know what I mean? It's your boy Renee, aka Renee the Ranger, aka Renee the Goat, aka Ciroc Obama, and aka Cozy Campos, which is my new DJ name. So please respect me as such. But across from me, we have talented musician, recording artist. Not only that, but he is an undefeated professional boxer. Who we got across from me, bro?
As a boxer, I was Rincon, coming from Carrollton, Texas, born and raised out here in Dallas. But as an artist, Rincon, just by my last name.
Jeez,
It
bro.
is what it is.
Let's go, bro. Bro, it's been a long time since I've been trying to get you on the pod. I appreciate you being patient, man. I appreciate you, man. Super patient man, bro.
Yeah.
But so first things first, let's talk about your single that just came out. It's Halloween, by the way, and you decided to drop a song called Monster.
Yeah.
Talk to us about it's so crazy to know that listen to some of your music, how much range, especially in the last few weeks that you dropping music, bro. You went from love songs, you went from like from Fling With You, Monster, War, and then just you've been so consistent from 2020, I would say 2020 to now, bro.
Yeah, facts.
Crazy. I feel like you've been dropping a single every single week.
Yeah.
So, but this one, I feel like you were low key being a monster on this track because I felt you were talking your shit, man.
Yeah.
So, what was the inspiration behind the track? Was there something you got to get off your chest?
At that time, man, there's this producer called Versa, and I just started, man, I was in this zone where I have my moments where I'll be just dumping out music, recording.
Yeah.
And then I'll have moments where I won't. And then it's just like a wave of pretty much like a pattern. That's how it goes. But for this one, man, I was in my flow and in my bag and with this producer. This one song called Super Saiyan. He's done. I have some unreleased shit that I have with him still. But yeah, with that one, man, I just went off. I heard what it does for me, man. I heard the beat. And I was just vibing to that shit. And I was driving, kind of freestyling to it. And I was like, oh, man, I got to record this.
For sure.
So really, man, it's a lot of it, man. When I go off, the thing that the motivation, inspiration behind this, man, I see a lot of artists that I just feel like just really aren't at that level and aren't shit, but they get a lot of, praise and honestly, I'm saying, got to make my name. So it's like, if I got to come at it, I got to come, got to come heavy.
No, for sure.
So, nah, man, on that one, and it really was just, I was going to just kind of hold on to it. But then I was like, man, Halloween's coming around, bro. It's the perfect time, the perfect name, the perfect, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the cover's hard too with the Luca jersey. Crazy.
Yeah. Everyone was fucking with the cover. I was being hard on myself. I was like,
for
man,
real?
I was like, I wanted something more. I wasn't originally do like a motion one.
Right.
Where I have my face turn into a monster and it just kind of does that.
Okay.
But I was like, man, I'm doing too much.
No, this one's crazy. I'm like, you over here swole up. I'm like, damn, is that Luca for real? You know what I'm saying? Crazy.
Making Luca look good.
Right. Hey, no, for real, man. No, but so it's crazy because you're multi-talented, you know what I'm saying, from the boxing and the music, which we'll get into the boxing, but the music, man, I feel like you've been so consistent and your flow of things, everything, what's your inspiration to do music?
Man, really, bro, how it started in 2020. Man, I would always write. When I was in high school, we'd freestyle a lot, in the locker room, shit like that. And I mean, I enjoyed it. But obviously being Latino, I feel like a lot of people wouldn't take it seriously. And I would always write to beats, man. Honestly, sometimes I'd skip class and I'd be like, man, let me just write. And I would just write to I'd put beats in my headphones but it'd be more the instrumentals, known songs.
Right.
And then COVID hit, I was like, man, I need it. I would just write a lot. A homie at the time was like, yo, man, I want to work out with you, X, Y, and Z.
Right.
I was like, man, you know what? Don't worry about paying me. COVID's tough right now. How about this? Help me get started with the music. So we started to get going. You know what I'm saying? We started doing it. I had my first song called Quality. And then I did my first EP called Quality. And then I was like, man, people loved it. I got a good response. So I was like, man, for my first song, first music video, over 1,000 views.
Yeah. So
I was like, man, this shit's crazy. So I just stuck with it. And then I fell in love with it, man. I really did. I liked it. But then I actually had a fight. I fought at the Star.
Yeah.
And then I had a show maybe a week after my performance. And then I was like, after my fight, and then I was like, man, I might just slow down this music shit. It's expensive. It's a lot of, I'm trying to put money in some other, but after I got off stage, I was like, man, I can't stop this shit, bro. This feels too good. I love this.
The reception you get from the crowd,
man.
And you just feel damn, people really fuck with me. People even came out to see me.
Yeah.
It's that you got
people knowing the lyrics too. Not just me, and that's me. That was me in 2021, bro. I performed in 2021. And then just people say, man, I was like, man, I'm just getting started in this shit. And people telling me, man, you look like you belong up there, X1. Right. Man, I was like, bet. And then I just been, my goal this year, like you said, bro, I've been, my goal was to drop one track every month. was
I
my goal.
see, because I was going through
Yeah.
the list, like, you know, before doing my research, I'm like,
Yeah.
damn, he been dropping low key every month, every week, low key.
Yeah, I do. Late, actually, I've been doing once. My goal is for once a month, but actually, I
Right.
think I've been doing 2 a month.
Yeah,
So I've been dropping 2 a month, and if it's not a song, it's a video
yeah,
or something. You know,
yeah.
what I'm
Because
saying?
I be peeping when you be
Yeah.
posting. I'm like, damn, I feel like you just dropped something just now.
Yeah,
Like, you know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
It's. I feel like, man, sometimes I get in my head like, man, it might be a little overwhelming, but at the same time, like, I'm letting people know, like, you know what? If y'all don't think I'm
Yeah.
doing music shit for real, I'm
Yeah.
gonna let y'all know I am doing it for real.
And it's amazing, like the turnaround time too, because it's like you got to think about it. Like, there's some people who I know in the music game. They're like, bro, I'm not gonna drop the single until like 3 months from now, but then I'm working on some other stuff. I'm like, man, like, but you've been putting out stuff like
Yeah.
constant, and it's different. It's different every time.
Yeah.
Like, a different vibe. Like I said,
Yeah.
like with Fling With You, War, all these songs, like Monsters, like different meanings to different things. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
exactly.
The beats. The
beat
topics,
selection.
everything
Yeah.
is different every single time. It's not going to be like, oh well, this song sounds like this one.
Yeah,
It's like something
yeah.
different every time you drop something.
Yeah. And
So
I like
that's amazing.
that because it's at first I used to be in my head about it because I was like, man,
Right.
I'm like, man, I feel like a lot of artists have their sound
Right,
or like they have their lane. I'm like, man,
Right.
maybe I'm spreading myself thin, but
right,
you know, the feedback I've gotten from people is,
right.
nah, bro, shit, let people know, like, oh man, what are we gonna get from him? We might get
Yeah.
a little love, da, da, da.
Yeah.
But I try to be strategic with it as far as being seasonal. Like,
yeah,
Fling With You, I was like, man, like I wanted to drop it way before. I recorded that one a while back with
Really?
my engineer, my boy Lucci.
Mm.
So we were gonna drop that before, but
Right.
my boy Lucci, he ended up moving to Oklahoma, so it was kind of hard to get him to the studio.
right.
But yeah, anyways, I dropped it right before fall. Like, man, one little last little goodbye to summer.
Yeah, you know what? I want to Fling With You.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
I was
And then
like,
Monster came in right on time. But it's
Bro.
like you said, it went
Yeah.
from boom to that.
exactly.
You know what I'm
it's
saying?
like, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like you trying to come at somebody's throat. Low key,
Yeah,
you know
bro.
what I
Like
mean?
the switch up, and then it's gonna go right back down.
right.
Because I'm working on this project that I want to do like fall time, November and December, January, February.
Right.
Once that time hits,
right.
you're gonna get the like I'm noticing, man. It's just how it happens, bro. I get this lover boy side that comes out, and I kind of stack it through the year a little bit. So I stack it through the year. I have an EP that I'm still debating the name. The name might be a lover boy's letter.
Mm.
I might do something like that. But like the songs are you have a couple songs that are slow and mellow.
Right.
A little bit of singing, which I'm gonna
Right.
perform. I have a show coming up
Yeah, I was just gonna
Yeah.
say here
Yeah.
November 9th, right?
November 9th. Yeah,
That's
it'll be
right.
it's my first headline. It's my first headline because you know my last one actually was technically my first in a way, but I didn't
Right.
know like multiple artists and shit. But Ellie Smack, shout out to Ellie Smack. She hosts shows every Thursday there at the Royal Lane Studios.
Yeah.
So
Royal Lane is
she
dope.
loved, yeah, it's a good spot, man. It's a good spot. It's good for upcoming artists to go check it out and, you know what I'm saying, get their reps in as far as stage performances, practice on the stage, all that stuff, you know what I'm saying, get their runs in. But
Yeah.
I had an amazing turnout the last time and I was like, man, I could really like headline here.
Yeah.
Start off with that. Like, I feel like sometimes artists try to bite off more than they can chew.
Right.
So with this one, I will start here.
Mhm.
So, November 9th, man, it's going to be nothing but like lover boy vibes, R&B. Like it's not nothing like no hard rap or nothing like that.
Yeah. So it's
So you have
straight
different
R&B
tempos.
vibes.
Yeah, like
yeah, 'cause
you'll have some up tempo stuff. Like one of my recent singles, actually one of my favorite songs I've ever done. It's called "Where You At."
yeah,
Where You At?
Yeah.
I love that one, man. The song just when
That
it
beat is
flows
hard,
good.
too.
Yeah, the beat go crazy.
Yeah, the beat's hard.
So that's my thing, man. The beat's gotta, So this performance, man, I'm excited for just because it's a certain vibe. I'm sticking to a certain lane. A lot of songs I've never performed before.
Really?
So I have 12 songs I'm performing. So it's 12.
Okay.
It's a show mix just blended in together.
Right.
I have my boy BSD Lucci and both of the people that are on Fling With You, they're performing with me.
Okay,
I'm not
dope.
performing Fling With You, but
Dope.
Heartless is it's actually my second EP.
Okay.
And that one did really good. So my day ones know what's up when it
Yeah,
comes to
they're
those.
like,
You know what I'm saying?
we gonna run that.
Yeah.
So what makes you like want to like be in that lover boy era? Is there somebody who influences you like in your songs, like from your lover boy era to like write your songs? Like in this lover boy era you're in right now, like is there somebody who influences you right now? Is there a love interest? Is there the whole EP that this is about? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely in the past, like not all the time is like people sometimes like okay, like for my sister-in-law, she'll be like, who's this one about? It's like, nah, like it ain't necessarily about one. I do get like obviously like but there's times it's like I just put myself in that mindset and obviously there's like I always tell people like, man, there's always a girl that you like you can fantasize about or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like for example,
True.
like I'm sure you see my Instagram
Dude,
crush.
I be cracking
Yeah,
up
yeah.
every time. It's like, I wish I was those headphones.
Yeah,
And
real
I'd be
shit.
like, yo,
anything on her, man. I wish I was that. But things
Jeez.
like that, right? But sometimes like, man, like I never, man, there's me and this one female never we talked, but we never even got to make shit popping. Like, man,
Right.
what would I have done?
Right.
And then it's da 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 da. Or like, but this lover boy, like I've kind of been, I'm single, but like I've been going through like a lot as far as like that type of stuff.
Right.
But definitely like got someone at heart that is like, all right, and they can inspire like a good amount of it.
Right.
And then not all of it, but a good amount of it. And
Yeah.
then some of it's a little bit of just kind of like me just kind of talking my shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just get in that mindset, like really, like most of them songs really is I get in my mind like, all right, if I'm gonna holler at a shorty, like what would I say? Like
Right.
some smooth shit.
Right.
You know, it's not like
right.
per se like a specific
Yo,
person
like, I
all the
want
time.
you.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying?
But I just get in my bag. It's really, bro, what it is the beat brings it out of me. Like
Yeah.
I hear the beat and I vibe to the beat and I
Right.
say a little something. I'm like, okay, bet.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
one song, I'm not done with it yet, but I had like said a couple lines in it that like was smooth. It was it's called I might call it Water to Wine, but I might call it something else.
Okay.
And I said something like, "You're my Jasmine and I'm Aladdin. Like a genie, I'll give you what you imagine.
Jeez.
Get on the magic carpet and we can vanish." No, I said, "Take a picture like it would, picture perfect smile like it was shot with a cannon. It's a whole new world. You can put that as your caption." And it just kind of, work with that specific 4
jeez.
bars I love just because like, I mean, we all have seen Aladdin.
Aladdin, of course.
You know what I'm saying? But using that thing for every bar, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Damn.
And just for that one, bro, I love that one just because just those specific 4
Yeah.
bars got me excited.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
if you heard the song called Pretty Girl Poetry, it's very similar to as far as the vibes. Like just me kind of talking very smooth, like
Right.
just talking to the mic, not even like rapping, but
Right.
smooth talk.
So what do you think is like your best pickup line, like to pick up a girl? Like be like, yo, if you talk with the smooth bars, like what's like, you see a shorty across the club or whatever, like how do you approach? Like what's the approach, the lover boy approach?
The lover boy approach, bro. You know what's funny? I tell people all the time, this sounds so cocky, bro, but I never approach females, bro.
Bro,
I let them
really?
approach me. And it's honestly not that I tell people all the time, it's just weird because like how many dudes they get, go up to them and holler at them, Like if
Facts.
anything, in the past, bro, whenever I had moments like that, it's always been like after a fight, I get a section and the girls know who you are and they kind of come to the
Right.
section and like, are you so and so? Shit like that, you know what I'm saying? But for the most part, bro, I just kind of let shit happen on its own when it comes to a female. But if I ever have, as far as that, like I'll go to the bar, like, oh, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, what's your name? Da 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 da. What's your name? Nah, I just, compliment them, say, hey, I think you're beautiful. Da 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 da. You want what you drinking? What you drinking? Bet, I got you.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? You here by yourself? Let me get your friend a drink. Cool. Like, all right.
Dang.
Look, I'm over here with the homies. Da 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 da.
Yeah.
You know?
Me, I lob. I'm a good assist leader. You know what I'm saying? I'm an all-time assist leader, bro. Ask my friends. They be knowing. They be knowing I be throwing lobs, like silky smooth things, bro. Like, they're like, yo, this girl over here. I'm like, oh, word?
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah.
But I don't do it for myself. And it's kind of crazy that I don't be doing it for myself. But
Man, it's funny because you got those people, bro. I've always, like my cousin, bro.
Yeah.
My cousin, this dude right here, like during COVID, you know what I'm saying? I was single. So like, this dude was just throwing me all kinds of lobs, bro. I'm
Really?
like, I don't even be like, he just be talking for me.
Bro.
So it's just funny because I'm like, I don't even, so that's another thing too.
Yeah.
It's not that I get shy or nothing like that.
Right.
I just like, low key, I'm like, what the fuck? I don't know anything about you.
Right.
But I don't want to come off like super
Too
like,
strong.
Yeah, too strong, but at the
Exactly.
same time, like real boring. Like
Exactly. Like,
You know?
like this guy's talking my ear off. And I was like, all right, cool.
Facts.
Well, I catch the signs, you know what
yeah,
I mean?
yeah. You know when they're like they throwing the white flag, like yo, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
it's like, all right, like you're boring, buy me this drink and bounce.
Yeah, facts.
Like,
I mean, you know the type of girls that are there for that. So like really, man,
Yeah.
like I used to be in the club scene a lot, but I just I'm just kind of over it.
yeah, bro. I'm a little burnt out on that shit, man.
Yeah,
ain't
like I
gonna
like
lie.
going to a bar. Like I like going to
Yeah.
a bar, kicking
Yeah.
it, some low,
Yeah.
like some cool vibes. The club shit is like it's very occasional.
Yeah, but
you
even
know?
the bar shit too, man, is a little different now. It's just like, it's turning into a club, honestly. But
Yeah.
I like it, me DJing, I have to. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I have to be
yeah,
going to these
yeah.
bars, going to these clubs. But
Yeah.
at the same time, man, nah, bro. Like I feel you like with these girls, man, it's like I'm an all-time assist leader. It's like I'm smooth, but then like sometimes I'm so oblivious, I don't be catching the signs.
Hey, bro, that used to be me, bro.
She was feeling me for real. Damn, like I didn't know. And they're
Man,
like,
it's
bro,
funny because when
know
you
as
in the
hell.
moment, you don't know.
No,
but when you're
bro.
outside looking in,
Nah.
You know, bro.
See, I wish I had Riz like you too, bro, because I'm like, damn, like sometimes I gotta work for it. You know what I mean? I'll be boxing that.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
going into the boxing, tell me, like, how long have you been boxing for, bro?
Man, so my grandfather started pro in Mexico. Then my dad did it in the amateurs. Then he focused on my older brother. He had my brother in the gym. He was like 6, or he had him working on 6. Yeah. And then my brother had his first amateur fight. I was about to say pro. Had his first amateur fight at 8 years old.
Wow.
And then I was just always in the gym, but I hated boxing with the passion, because me and my dad's relationship wasn't the best, bro. So like he would have forced me to go. Like I'm talking about force me.
Really? Like,
so,
I don't want to throw hands.
Oh yeah, it's either I'm gonna get my ass whooped and go, or I'm gonna just go. Regardless, I'm going.
Right.
So
right,
it's like
right,
I'd rather
right.
save an ass whooping.
Right.
So my dad would like fucking make me go. So yeah, at age 10, I started later though. At age 10, I was already sparring. I was sparring kids that already had fights, and I was whooping their ass.
Wow.
But like I just didn't want to do it.
Damn.
I love basketball. Basketball was my love, bro.
Okay,
My first true
same,
love.
bro.
Yeah.
I love basketball.
Hooping.
Love it.
So 10 years old, you know, I had my first fight, and you know, I didn't get my first loss till like my 14th fight, and then you know, and then up until I think 19, that was my last amateur tournament. At 21, I turned pro. So like 19 or 20, but yeah, bro, I ended up ending like my amateur career with like 104 fights, 90 wins, 14 losses.
Sheesh.
I like went overseas, got a silver medal in Ukraine. So I was like on the USA team at that time, and it was like a really good career. And then I went to build a good resume. My brother too.
Right.
My brother made it to Olympic trials in 2012. And then people all like always knew us for that.
Right.
And I'll get into that as far as the transition to the
Yeah.
music.
Sure.
But yeah, now I turned pro at 21. My brother turned pro around like 20. I forgot something, but he had like a kind of like a bad contract issue. And at 21, I was signed to Golden Boy.
Big you know, deal, by the way. That's a huge deal.
So I got signed to Golden Boy. Like what people don't know is getting signed as a pro fighter is like being picked up like by a team in the NFL, NBA. Except as a fighter, bro, you got to work. You still got to work your way at the dumps. People think like you got it made. It's like, nah, bro. Like,
100%.
You ever seen the movie Lottery Ticket? Remember how you didn't turn his lottery ticket? Like, bro, I had the same amount as you know what I'm saying? So that's just how it was.
Exactly.
The checks are better, obviously, being signed as a promoter, but you know, so my record right now is 10-0, 7 knockouts.
Jeez.
My brother's 13-0.
No big deal, by the way. You know, 7 knockouts, no big deal. Undefeated.
My brother's 13-0 with I think 8 knockouts.
Jeez.
And yeah, man, we just, you know, we built our legacy through, you know what I'm saying, thank God, and my grandfather who's still here, and my dad. And so that was kind of like my last fight's been a minute, and I just been I'm not with Golden Boy anymore, so I got out of my contract with him. Just, you know, just kind of unhappy. That's it. It was like unhappy. Just things weren't going the way we were expecting it to go.
Right.
So after 5 years, we decided to just kind of step back, and go the free agent route. But that's the part that's difficult. When people become entrepreneurs, let's say you've been doing X, Y, and Z your whole life, right? You've been known as this, as A, and when you try to go to the B lane, like people almost like don't respect it. They don't want to. They don't want to support it because you're not. You know,
you're a boxer. You're not a rapper. You're not this. You know what I'm saying?
So like I always told people too, like I've had like my videographer, you know what I'm saying? Much love to JG, to my boy, but he's always like, man, we should put boxing in there. And then someone else told me, you should put your boxing in there. I'm like, nah, bro. I want to be known as the artist because I don't want you to be like, oh man, I fuck with him he can rap for a boxer. No, fuck that.
Yeah, no, you
like,
want
I
to be
can
like,
body
I'm
your
a
favorite rapper. Your favorite rapper. Want to be your favorite rapper's favorite rapper. Yeah,
exactly, bro. Exactly.
So yeah, man. So like that's kind of the energy I come with, bro, because like boxing being an individual sport, you got to do it on your own.
It's one-on-one. You don't have a team with
no
you.
timeouts.
Yeah.
Ain't no off season.
No.
There's no subs.
No.
Nothing. And then like your record, just like people say, oh, football, you know, well, like no disrespect to football, but shit, you basketball, all them.
Yeah.
You can go 0-82 in a basketball season.
Right.
And then what happens next year? So 0-0.
Exactly.
Boxing, you lose, you take 10 steps back.
Yeah.
You win, you take 1 step forward.
Exactly. And that's what's I know it's tough about boxing is that like you take one loss, it takes, like you said, it takes you back like way
and people
back
think you're done now. When you take one loss nowadays, you're like, oh, he done.
And that's so crazy to know about. Like, I feel like it's toxic about the boxing scene. It's like, man, like you could take one loss, but you can't be known as a great anymore. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You can't be on that tier list.
Yeah, they take all your credentials away and all your credits away just because you lost once. Like, damn, bro, I'm fucking you. I'm like Mike Tyson had X amount of losses. Muhammad Ali, the greatest ever lost.
Ever. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I will blame Floyd for that. Like Floyd,
the 50-0 shit, man.
He Yeah, he did fight X amount of world champions. Yeah, on paper, he was debating to someone at a report, which I couldn't stand because he had his prodigy had his debut.
Right.
And I forget which card it was under. I think it might have been under the Canelo card, but yeah, he had his debut, and he's in the post conference. He's the one talking about himself the whole time.
I see, because the presser was like saying like, "Oh, well, do you feel like this is like not diminishing your legacy?"
Yeah. And he said, "Oh, how many world champions did I beat?" Okay, bro, well, you actually waited for them to be right at the very end, bro.
Yeah.
Right at the very end.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, it's not that he like they're the only. Okay, I'll tell you this, bro. If you don't really know boxing like that,
right?
Mayweather really had lost twice.
He did.
Against Jose Luis Castillo
and Cotto.
I
even think Cotto.
Maidana to me. Maidana,
really?
the first fight. Yeah. Cotto, he did good. In my opinion, I think he still pulled it off. Yeah. It's been a long time since I saw that one, so I got to watch that one again.
Right.
But some people thought that Cotto won.
Yeah.
Some people.
Yeah.
But the two, because you got to think about it, the only two people he ever gave a rematch to.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
He gave them a rematch.
Yeah, and that's the thing. He's like, "Oh, I beat Canelo. You beat a young Canelo.
Young Canelo, absolutely.
I don't think he beat Canelo. I don't know.
I think he would have still beat him down the line.
Yeah,
but he caught him at the right time. Oh, he had a buzz, and now he's the face of boxing.
Yeah.
So it's like, So yeah, he ruined it, bro. He ruined it, and now everyone's trying to do that, and now people are like, "Oh, you lose once, you're fucking done." They want to wipe your name.
Yeah. Once you see one on there, it's crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like, which I definitely want to get into basketball here in a second. Yeah. But one thing that's definitely buzzing right now. Well, there's a couple boxing questions I want to ask you. So there's a couple things buzzing right now. The Francis and Tyson fight.
Oh yeah.
I really want to get your opinion on that, because I personally I saw the fight, and I think, Tyson landed some more punches or whatever, but you got a knockdown. By Francis, and you look more beat up than Francis
exactly.
did. So in my point, it's like, like everybody wants to win through points, but and the pace of the fight and stuff like that, I guess the judges and stuff like that. But they're talking about an illegal elbow that Tyson threw. Yeah. And I'm just like, he's a UFC fighter. He can eat those all day.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, man, what is this?
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think this is like the weakest I've ever seen Tyson fight. Ever.
In my opinion, I really think he just got comfortable. And it's not making excuses.
Right.
But like a fighter can attest to this. Like sometimes you'll spar in there with some people you working with, and you get caught with some shots. Like, I would never get hit with that shit. But because you're just so like,
like, yo, this
ain't on my level, pop, that's fine.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I think Tyson definitely misunderestimated, because he was there to prove a point and try to win. And I think Tyson thought it was gonna just be a cakewalk based off respect and for him being where he's at.
Right.
But I think a little bit of that, which is not all to blame. What's his name again? Francis?
Francis, yeah.
Yeah, so he did his thing. He did a lot of good things that was very impressive as far as him never been like in the boxing ring like that.
And I didn't watch 10 rounds.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I didn't watch the whole fight. I didn't even watch the fight.
Yeah.
Just because those type of fights I just kind of like, I don't like have any interest in. To be honest, I don't watch a lot of boxing as people think I do.
Really?
I really just kind of don't really watch boxing.
Really?
But I didn't watch it, so I can't really say. But here's some things that people don't like, to kind of clear the air for some people that kind of use these things. Like, someone can get dropped in a round, but they can still, in a sense, like tie the round up.
Yeah.
So I could get dropped, but if I was winning the round the whole time, I got knocked down.
Yeah.
But I was winning the round.
Right.
That's how you can cancel it out.
Right.
So I asked my boy though. I was like, man, did he win the round? He goes, nah, bro. He was getting worked the whole round. I was like, okay, cool. There you go. So there's that thing. Yeah, he looked beat up. So there's been some fighters that, one, they have sensitive skin. Some like get marked over easily. Yeah. And some fighters will look, he lost. Look how beat up he was. Like, bro, it don't matter how beat up he is the next day.
Yeah, because he can still.
Because some guy could get whooped. Like, bro, he could get beat up and he can drop the guy 3 times in one round and win a decision. That guy could be clean.
Yeah, exactly. Because someone could have a cut from before.
Exactly.
And easily get cut.
And then the elbow thing, like. Yeah, that's just, it's illegal.
It is.
I personally think I've done not that before, but I've like definitely like thrown in the last minute, kind of bring like, if I see a punch coming, so I could see it being down. I'm not making that excuse for him either, but there's, trust me, in a lot of fights, there's been all kinds of dirty tactics.
Oh, for sure, man.
Like
dirty
people
boxing.
hitting below the belt, behind the head.
Yeah.
Like rubbing their head against like your head just to like kind of rough you up and shit.
Right.
All kinds of stuff, bro.
Yeah, man.
No,
for
but
sure.
Hey,
I don't know. I think
Francis.
Yeah, Francis. Because a lot of people like saw like the gas tank that Conor had against Floyd. Like, obviously Floyd's way too quick for Conor, but You know what I mean? But people are like, oh, this is to be the same thing with Francis. Francis, the muscles, he's way too big, but he lasted 10 rounds, bro.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's impressive, bro.
That's
very, very impressive.
For a heavyweight, that's even more crazier. Knowing this is your first boxing debut at his age at 37, crazy.
I think I really do feel like Tyson just kind of like just was too like just underestimated. I don't even think he was training for that.
I don't think so either. I think he was really like, man, I'm gonna get this out cakewalk.
Yeah, yep. And so I'm glad it did happen, so he can humble his ass.
Yeah,
But I like Tyson Fury, but still, he's like that. That's a good humbling. I like seeing people get humbled every now and then, just because I got to remember, like, we're all human.
Right. No, for sure.
And then
100%.
Also, I feel like if they did a rematch, one, that deserves a rematch.
They deserve a rematch. He does.
Two, it'd be good for the rematch, so Tyson can actually train.
Yeah.
And be like, that shit was me bullshitting.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But he ain't gonna say that.
Yeah, because he was like, oh, but like Francis is just gonna hit him because he's a puncher and he's a knockout artist, just like how Deontay Wilder was, and look what Tyson did to Deontay. Yeah. But look, I don't know, man. And it just shows that Tyson was being lazy.
Deontay just showed he be showing his punches. He tell guys his punches a lot. But I mean, eventually you're gonna fall into the 10, 12 rounds. That's a long fucking time,
it's
bro.
A long
That's 30,
time, bro.
30 minutes to 36 minutes, bro. That's a long time to not get hit with one punch, bro.
Exactly.
You don't get hit. You don't get hit with that shit.
And it's gonna be powerful as fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Man, what?
But so go one of the last boxing questions I'm gonna ask you, and then because I want to get into basketball because we be hooping. We be hoop. This man can hoop. I just want to let y'all know. This man can hoop. I can see where basketball is his first love. But going to the boxing thing, man, like I want to say, like, how do you feel? And I'm not gonna lie, this is my guilty pleasure. Yeah. I love influencer boxing. Love influencer boxing. I love the drama. This is my keeping up with the Kardashians. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. This is way better than keeping up with the Kardashians because they be throwing hands. You know what I mean?
They really be getting into it,
bro. And it's so crazy because like a lot of people shit on influencer boxing because like they're like, oh, these guys just want for the check. I was like, but you see so many body transformations. That's what inspires me to do shit like that. And I'm just like, man, like. Y'all should do some
podcast boxing. Yeah. The fucking podcast motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But like, do you feel like you would ever like step into like influencer boxing knowing that you are a rapper and you do also box? Would you like if they were to come up to you like KSI or Jake Paul to be like, hey man, like would you want to be on this influencer card? Would you do it?
I don't know if I would.
Really?
Like I would like to fight them, yeah. Just because I get easy money. But then, like, easy money. And then on top of that, like, as far as the other answer, like, nah, just because it's like, nah, like, I respect the sport too much. Yeah. Like, to us, as fighters that really grow up and do it, like, I mean, we get the check, don't be wrong, but it's like, all right, I fight a dude I'm supposed to whoop. Like, for sure, like, influencer ain't gonna be no. You know what I'm saying? It'd be so unfair.
Right.
So,
be like, yo, I could, like, you could easily KO Jake Paul. You could easily KSI.
Because like when he fought Nate Diaz, I'm like, bro, I was so pissed because I put like some money on like that he would stop him.
Right.
And he can stop Nate Diaz.
Yeah, he can.
Nate Diaz is super slow.
Yeah, he is. But he got a tank on him, dude. Like I went to the fight.
Yeah. And like he made it slot because he's been in there. He does he's done, boxing and stuff, and he knows his tactics as far as MMA. You gotta think about it. McGregor fighting someone like Floyd, his quick twitches will take away all your power because you're just trying to land it. You're not even trying to land it hard.
You're looking for that one punch.
So your power is taken away.
Yeah.
And like Jake is not an elusive person. He's trying to like, but he doesn't know how to find the inside. Me and my brother are watching it.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, like we were at a homie's bachelor party and we were watching the fight. I was like, bro, like this idiot could fucking like knock him out. But he's not like my brother he fights at 140 and he can knock out Nate Diaz.
Really?
Yes, in boxing.
Jeez.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yes, bro, because my brother hits hard as fuck.
Yeah.
Like I've been in there with people that fight at 154. I've been motherfuckers with 168. Right. But my brother hits harder than that.
I'm telling you, it's not. I always tell people it's not about the size. Pause.
Yeah. You know
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's like, yo, you can fight somebody who's
it's
as
about
little
knowing,
as Gervonta Davis. If that person could
like
hit,
that's a perfect example.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's a perfect example. Some people just got that natural fucking strength, bro.
Yeah, bro.
So with him, it's especially in boxing, like he was smothering where Jake Paul wasn't in a good position to catch him with good shots. So that's where he kind of fucked up. But I was more mad because I was like, man, this dude could really knock him out.
Bro, for real.
But
and I don't really you know, for the record, I really don't fuck with Jake Paul like that. I'm a KSI
neither do I.
fan.
Neither do I, yeah.
I
don't fuck with any of them, but you know,
But just
hey,
fair,
but
just
I like,
fair.
hey, look, I like the fact that look that the work you can't fake the work. So just
Yeah.
as far as that, like my respect goes to them putting in the work. Like,
Right,
they got to
right.
be in the gym. You got to spar. You got to hit the mids. You got to
Yeah,
you got to
got
run.
to. Because
you know?
once you're on
yeah,
TV,
because you're on there. Yeah, that's what you got to do to make it that
I'm
far.
telling
And
you.
you're still tired at the end of the fight.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? So like you do
100%.
all of that to get ready for what 8 rounds is 24 minutes.
Yeah,
It's
still,
24
it's still
minutes.
a lot.
Yeah,
still a
yeah.
lot. Being in the ring for 24
It
minutes,
just
throwing hands.
shows how long you had to train for that much time.
Yeah, dude,
You know what I'm
for
saying?
sure. So
Yeah.
going into the basketball thing,
Yeah.
going into your hooper stage, I'm telling you, he can play basketball, he can box, he can rap, he can do
Yeah.
everything, bro. So who's your team? Are you a Mavs fan?
I'm a Mavs fan. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
brother.
I'm a hometown dude, bro.
Yeah?
Like I'm a Cowboys default.
Really?
They are super stressful to fucking watch, and I can't stand them. But like when they win, it makes me happy.
Right,
But I'm
right.
not like we're gonna win it
We
this
gonna win
year.
it this year.
When
This is our
I
year.
hear that, it makes me not want to root for us. You know what I'm
Really?
saying? But
How do you think we're looking this year? How do you think the Cowboys are looking this year?
same old.
Yeah.
They gonna win the games they're supposed to win. They get hyped because we blow out teams we're supposed to beat. But when we play people like the Niners,
Right.
get fucking bent over and we get done. You know what I'm saying? Like straight
Hey,
up, bro.
facts.
And then
Facts.
you know, but I'm a hardcore Mavs. Like the team I support the most are the Mavs.
Really? I'm a
Yeah,
Lakers fan, but
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I'm saying? Not saying I'm not.
So you're a Kobe.
I'm a Kobe Lakers. I'm not a
Yeah.
LeBron Lakers. Let's
Yeah,
let's
yeah.
clear the air here. You know what I'm saying?
Now, I was a big Kobe fan
Yeah,
when that
RIP my
happened,
boy
bro.
Kobe.
Yeah, when that happened, bro, that shit messed me
Man,
up. Like I knew the man, bro.
Facts.
Like I knew him, bro. That shit was
Facts, bro. I was going back when I heard about Kobe dying, which I brought up on the pod before.
yeah.
It was me and the boys, all the up to some of the boys. We went to Austin for Diego's birthday, and we were on the way back, and it was that Sunday. And I remember getting a phone call. I remember Daniel saying in the front seat, like, because we were roasting each other, he's like, "Man, Kobe's dead, bro." And I'm like, "Bro, don't play like that." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's like, "No, bro, for real." And then I started looking at Twitter, looking at TMZ. I'm like, "What the fuck? Like, this is crazy. What?" Like,
Yeah.
then I get a call from my mom. That's how I knew it was real. Like, "Son, did you hear about Kobe?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Oh no, like this can't be real." But yeah, man,
Yeah.
R.I.P. my dog Kobe, man. R.I.P. my dog. But Mavs, man. So I'm sure like 2011 was a big year for you when the Mavs won.
What, yeah.
I went to the parade. The parade was cool.
Yeah, it was lit.
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? But I'm like, my hometown team is Miami, so I'm from Fort
Oh,
Lauderdale.
okay.
So
So we
yeah,
got beef, bro. We got beef.
I'm sorry, bro.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
we got
you know what I'm
beef.
saying? But
That's
I
old
will-
news though. That's
But
old
I will
news.
say this: I really do fuck with Dirk. I have so much respect for Dirk, knowing
Yeah.
that like he was not projected to win that finals against
Yeah.
a big three like that. What are
Yeah.
you talking? The defending champs Lakers, a young OKC core with KD,
James Harden,
and bro, what that man
with
went
Russell
through,
Westbrook.
bro. Everything.
Man.
I was like, bro, you gotta respect that man. That
Yeah.
man's a legend. Shout out to Dirk.
Yeah.
But Luka, Kyrie, how do you feel about Kyrie?
Man, honestly, I love Kyrie, bro.
Yeah, I
love
love
his style.
Kyrie's my favorite player in the league.
Love his style of play.
Yeah.
He finishes amazing at the basket. That's one thing I respect. People that are like, they won't just flop and fall and shit like
Yeah.
that. That dude will go to the basket and he'll take all the contact, get some extra hang time.
Right.
He'll make tough shots. He's a finisher.
Yeah, no, for sure. Crazy handles.
Facilitate the ball. Yeah, handles. His IQ is through the roof.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Luka, I love Luka, but he needs to like stop complaining every possession. That's the thing
Yeah.
I can't stop. Like, bro, I got at one point are you gonna stop? Like it's
Dog.
every season. It's every season.
Yeah,
Every
and-
possession.
Yeah, and he's
You know?
gonna look like LeBron out there, always. Oh, well, why did you
Yeah.
get this call? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But he's been hooping for a minute. You know what I'm saying? It's like in
it's
the
something you do
leagues.
it'd be one thing if you doing like our first couple years and you
Right.
kind of nah, bro, you've been doing this so much.
No, bro, and that's what I'm saying. I'm like, shit, like Luka be killing it, but for the Mavs fans, I don't know, y'all go a little crazy sometimes. I don't know. Y'all be talking a little too reckless, you know what I'm saying? But
Well, it's funny that
I'll give it to
I
you.
haven't seen anyone talk reckless as a Mavs fan that I know of.
Sheesh, bro. I be knowing hella reckless Mavs
Oh,
fan. MFFL for life. Blah, blah, blah. That's cool. I mean, I went to a couple games
Yeah.
last year. I was cool. Shout out to my boy
Yeah.
Zoe. You know what I'm saying? And Cassandra. And
Yeah,
I was like, but
yeah.
yeah, like I really don't think that I think the Mavs just need more help, man.
No, we do for sure.
You know,
Like Powell should have been gone.
Yeah.
Kleber's starting to get on my fucking nerves.
Yeah. Crazy injury.
Man,
he
the
went
part
through.
that pissed me off that's like,
Yeah, crazy
um,
injury.
Morris. I don't know why we have him, but don't use him. Don't put him in.
Yeah, but I don't fuck with Morris low-key.
I mean, a lot of people don't. I'm just like, man, he's like sometimes when it comes to matchups, we need him in there.
Yeah,
we need that type
toughness.
of exactly, bro. Because
Yeah.
we don't have that.
No.
What was the last person that we had that was a dog was Deshaun Stevenson.
Yeah, I was
Deshaun
just about to say.
Yeah, Deshaun Stevenson was the only one that was a dog, bro.
Yeah,
you need a fucking thug out there, bro, to kind of set the tone. You need a Draymond Green.
Yeah.
You need a Pat Bev. You need those type of people.
Yeah.
Because if not, you're just gonna be all like soft all the way through, bro. You need those you need that toughness.
Yeah,
you know?
man. And going back to your love of basketball.
Yeah.
This man could hoop. I just want to let y'all know. Every time we've hooped, this man has crazy stamina. This man has crazy hops. I'm like, yo, just pass the ball to Alex, bro. He's gonna make us win this game.
Real shit. Bro, that game we played like 7 games and we didn't lose, bro.
At all, bro. We were undefeated. And we were hooping low key. Like,
and then we had people coming out. Like, I think you had to sit out a couple games.
Yeah, I was
everyone
like,
was gassed, and I was like, let's go, let's keep going.
I was like, no, bro, I can't do this shit. Like, yo, you know what I'm saying? You got way better stamina than me. You know what I'm saying? But like, so your love of basketball, like, did that integrate from like boxing? Were you always playing basketball? Did you play basketball growing up?
Yeah, like, so it's funny, man, because I remember the first time I was taught the sport of basketball. I never even knew like basketball existed, bro. I'm Mexican family, boxing. My dad
boxing was just
boxing.
The only
was
thing.
It. That's like I felt like that was the only thing I knew that existed. That, baseball, and soccer. Even football, I didn't really even know. Damn. But when I was little, like, I remember I went out to recess. Shout out to my boy Ali. He's my like childhood friend, bro. We have a little, like, we live in a little block, like a square, inner square where the houses are like this, and the outer square, little cul-de-sac block. So he lived like 3 houses down. I known him since kindergarten, bro. Since actually right before kindergarten started.
Right.
He knocked on my door one day, and it ends up being my class. We go to recess, and he's like, "You want to play basketball?" Bro, I remember this so vividly, bro. I was like, "What's basketball?" And he's like, "You know what that is? Oh, you got to shoot the ball in the basket." Starts telling me, like, teaching me basketball. Right. And then I remember, you know, when you're kids, you're like, "I'm gonna be this person. I'm gonna be that." So he was like, he's like, "We're gonna be the Mavericks." And so that was the first time I ever heard in my life too. Jeez. And then, you know, and I remember it's funny because my mind went to like red, black, and white when I heard that. Like the colors. Right. And then and then we go, I like look forward to recess every day to go hoop.
You hooping.
And then 5th grade, I was my first team. Like, you do the city recreational shit. So yeah, my dad was like, would not take me to practice sometimes. I would have to call my coach on the home phone.
No way.
And then he's like, "Hey, my dad won't let me go to practice." And I give it to my dad. My dad was like,
"You're like, you motherfucker."
Yeah, like, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you. So he's like, oh, okay, I didn't know it was today. Lying like a motherfucker. So and this fucking elementary school that I went to was where we had practice. So it was like right there. I'm like, bro, you act like it was 30 minutes away, bro. Down the block. We could have walked there, bro, straight up. So 5th grade, 6th grade, I think I was in that team, some other team.
Right.
And then 7th grade, middle school ball, like for our middle school play, like 7th, 8th. Creeview High School, played all the way through. Got to be in an all-star game my senior year. Bro, like, I just had such a passion for it, bro. Because like going from boxing, like,
where did you go to high school?
Creeview in Carrollton.
Creeview? So you're in Carrollton boy.
Yeah. So like when from being in the ring with people, bro, and me sparring older people and other competition, being in there, like being one-on-one with the motherfucker that's gonna try to knock my head off. Yeah. And I would always spar up, bro. I would always spar experienced up, age up, weight up. I was always that person. Right. So like, man, y'all talking about this is contact, not combat? Yeah. Man, fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you had that toughness. You're like, yeah, bro. I'm going to lane like, every time.
Yeah, I bust a lip, whatever, cool. Yeah. Yeah. And then my defense was obviously really good just because my energy was great. I read a lot. Reading someone and what they're thinking about what they're going to throw, being on the court and reading, you know what I'm saying? It's different, obviously. It's not super easy, but it helped. Yeah. But yeah, man, I had a passion for it my whole life, bro. Like, I would literally like, when I was in boxing practice, they had a basketball go outside, and I warm up. I trained with the group for like the first 30 minutes. We were there for 2 hours, and I was like, look, sneak out, hoop. They're like, where's Alex at? Where's Alex at? Man, he's outside hooping. And I'd win, bro. I'd win fights. I would win fights with amateurs, not even training. I would just hoop outside. What? I would spar like a gym, like, hey, they're here to spar. I'm like, man, get your stuff.
All right, come on.
Yeah, fuck. Spar, go back outside, start hooping.
Dude, this man's an athlete. What the fuck?
Bro, so like they would always get on my ass about hooping. And then my dad, like, honestly, my dad was like, would hate on my ass. And he was like, he wouldn't really go to my games and shit because my dad didn't want me to play ball. He wanted me to box. Right. So then, like, he went to like one of my last games. We played Smith and we lost that last game. But bro, I balled out. I had like, I think I had a double-double. Damn. And I had like 20-something points, 24 points or something. Jeez. And like something like that, 21, 24 points. And I balled
in high school,
out,
that's
bro.
a lot, bro. Yeah. 24 is a lot. That's like you just dropped 50 low key.
Yeah. So it was like, it was, bro, I was balling that game. My dad, I remember like they're like, man, did you go to his last game? Because they're like, oh, his last game, we're in the gym. And they're like, is he good? My dad was like, well, fuck, it's pretty cool. And it took him that shit. I'm like, man, finally you say some shit on my last game ever.
Last game, you're like, you all right? You know?
Yeah, you
like,
all right? Yeah.
Like,
So, yeah, now, like, it just had, and I almost quit boxing, bro. Like, I found the National Golden Gloves, made it to semifinals, bro. They fucked me over so bad, bro. I boxed the shit out of this dude barely touched me.
They rigged it or what?
He won the year before, and I didn't go the year before because I was playing ball that season. That's the Golden Glove. So at that time, that's when district came around or like the playoffs.
Right.
So I missed like every fucking season or every time around for the Golden Gloves. So that year I just graduated. It was like my last season. We didn't make it to the playoffs the last year, so I just went to Golden Gloves. Won Dallas Golden Gloves, won state, then went to nationals. And then, bro, like Teofimo Lopez, he was there.
Really?
Antonio, Gary Russell, all these like names that you hear now, like I think Shakur.
Really,
like
dude. Shakur Stevenson, man.
I forget what else. Other people, I think Devin Haney. I don't remember, but they're like all these names that like you hear now.
Yeah,
that were all there, all in the same tournament. And then, yeah, bro, he was like, Teofimo and his dad were like, man, that's fucked up. They robbed you. Da 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 da. I'm like, man, bro, I was heated,
bro.
I almost quit. Like I like
the passion is not there.
Man,
no more.
I like slamming chairs and shit. Cause bro, I'm talking about when I hate losing, bro. I hate fucking losing. Bro.
Yeah,
like to a passion. Like I don't.
Yeah,
you know, I'm not.
That's
gonna say
why we
that.
went undefeated playing basketball. We was not gonna lose.
Facts,
we was not gonna lose.
I hate losing, bro. With a passion, dog. Hate's a strong fucking word, and I don't give it justice, bro. So like, I was slamming chairs and shit. They understood my anger though, bro.
Right.
Cause I remember I started cussing out the judges. I was like, I even posted a middle. Bro, this is when like Instagram was barely starting out. I fucking posted like middle fingers and shit. Fuck the Golden Gloves, and everything, bro. My manager still talks about it to this day. And then I looked at the judges. What the fuck y'all looking at? Y'all the one that fucked this up for me. Y'all don't know how much work I put in. And bro, I was cussing out these old white people and shit. And then,
like,
bro, I was going crazy. And then, yeah, man, I told my dad, like, man, I'm fucking done with this shit, bro. I was like, I want to go hoop. So I had this one day I was working with this guy who used to train for like coach for the Legends, and I saw him at Prestonwood Church, and I would hoop.
Prestonwood has a nice little
bro, and like bro, my stroke like was just fucking like from the wing, 25 shots, 23 for 25. Right. My homeboy didn't believe that I was training. He went with me one day. He was like, bro, you hitting 23 for 25 consistently? I'm like, I'm telling you, I've been working.
I was like, give me one swing. You know what I'm saying? Damn.
So he was like, my dad finally kept bugging me. Or he just kept bugging me. And at that time, I was working like 4 part-time jobs. Like, at that time, I was like I used to work at Steak and Shake Grilling. I used to fucking do Studio Movie Grill, Big Sporting Goods, and I worked at the mall, like just part-time, blah, 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 blah.
Damn.
And then also did catering events.
Okay.
Just trying to get money in my pockets. And then my dad was like, man, just come back one more year, man. Like, I know what happened last year. Da, da, da. I was like, nah, fuck that. I'm done with this.
Right.
Said, da, da, da. I was like, you know what, man? Just to shut you up, I'm going to come one more time. After that, don't ever call me about boxing again.
Right.
Same thing happened to me the following year. Got fucked over. Nationals again. And then I was like, man. And then I started sparring with Earl Spence. Yeah. And I was just like, man, I'm doing great. Like, I might as well just stick with it. And then turn pro, and then that's kind of what happened. But the passion of basketball has like always been there. Like I love watching,
really,
and I love playing. Like I love hooping, like for fun and stuff like that.
Yeah, same.
But I will say, like eventually ended up like I love the sport, but ended up dying off as far as like my burning passion to like play it, like actually like be like semi-pro professional, whatever. Yeah, stuff like that. Yeah, it went away just because I was so devoted to boxing. So it was like, you know. But man, I always got love for basketball, bro. Cause I was just that type of person. I just every possession, bro. Right. Practice. Right. Even if it was just practice. Like we want to play 21, bro. I'm going hard every possession. Really? You know? Sheesh. I don't want to play 21 with you because you know what I'm saying? Shit. I don't know if I you know what I'm saying? But no, man, I think it's so great to hear like, you know, all the passions you've had and like you've worked so hard on every single one of them. And you thrive in all of it. You know what I'm saying? Because I've seen the basketball, I've seen the boxing, I've heard the rapping. Like anything you really put your mind to, like you really like, you know, strive and prosper in that. So like what advice would you have for somebody who wants to be an athlete, who wants to be an artist and things of that nature? What advice would you give them to like just live their passion and just do what they want to do? Man, like bro, treat it like it's literally your last opportunity. 1, 2, like it's gonna, if you love something and you're passionate about something, you know it's gonna come out. Like don't fool yourself. You know what I'm saying? You know when you're passionate about something, because then when you're passionate about it, it's all you can think about. It's what you drive to do it when there's days you don't want to do it, you'll still do it. You know, things like that, because that comes with discipline. You know, it's not gonna come easy. Right. But Definitely, man. Like always give it your all, man. Because like one, life, not to come off cliche and corny, but life's too short, and you gotta go at it like like with everything you got every time.
Every time.
You know, so like when it comes, and that could be in anything, man. That could be like not on the whole little lover boy shit, but you love somebody, man. You want somebody, go for them. You know what I'm saying?
Unconditionally, unconditional love, bro.
Yeah, you know, even if it's like the odds stacked against y'all, go for it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all against the world, go for it.
Right.
At the end of the day, people ain't gonna understand you. It's not people's job to understand you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's your life. Like recently, I've been having like deep thoughts, and I'm like, man, like I've always kind of been a people pleaser. I've always like tried to make others happy before make myself happy.
Yeah, same, man. We on the same boat.
So I'm like, man, when is it gonna be my turn to make myself happy?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I've been thinking about that a lot lately. It's kind of like a reflection that I've been having. Like at night, bro, when my mind goes crazy, like spinning, bro.
Yeah.
So I've been thinking about that a lot, and I'm like, man, you know what? Like not on no new year, new me shit, but on something like right now, like I'm gonna start taking the steps forward to, you know, and that can be like in anything y'all are doing, man. Work. If you ain't unhappy at work, find your passion. Now be smart about it. Don't be reckless.
Don't quit the day job.
Yeah. Like, man, I got $50 in the bank. Fuck it. You know, you know what I'm saying? Like be strategic about it, which is kind of what I've been doing with like, I mean, with the boxing. At one point, I remember like I had a boot camp. I was like, if you buy tickets to my show, you get to take my boot camp for free.
Yeah,
you know, that's like that.
It's like damn, like I just gotta go, and it's genius when you think about it. Like
when you do that,
like, you're
bro,
like, yo, I could box with a professional boxer, and then I could go see him perform and do all this. Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
what?
Why not?
Entertainment and you're working out at the same time.
Exactly, bro.
Amazing.
So you know, that's the advice I would give. You know what I'm saying? Go at it full force. You know what I'm saying? And then also like, don't just, you know, keep your head down and work.
Right.
Because I just remember when it was the first time I was doing my projects, and then I every now and then I get discouraged.
Yeah.
And then like, bro, as of lately, just like opportunities coming left and right. People starting to listen to my, like really hearing my music and like listen to, damn, bro, like you really going in. And I'm like, man, trust me. I'm like, if you would have seen the progress, like from when I first started, and the thing is, you can't listen to the progress.
Right.
You can watch like video and listen to song number 1 to like Monster. You know what I'm saying? To the latest single.
Like you could tell like the passion, the drive, and like the hunger is there. Like you can tell, man.
Yeah,
and like
bro.
know that you're like, I'm like, damn, like, because that's what I'm saying. Like when I had mentioned earlier, I was like, you have different vibes for everything. It's because it's like the way I see music, because I love music. You know what I'm saying? I would say I come from music background. My dad used to DJ. My grandpa was a famous pianist. My great uncle. I think trombone. Sorry, Mom, if I fucked that up. Trombone, trumpet, all this stuff. Like all of my family. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like music has always run through my blood, and I feel like it's something that is like kind of like a journal for you, a diary. Especially when you're writing your lyrics. You're like, it's not like something that like you're gonna fake or anything like that. Like I got a Lambo and I got racks. Look at my chain. It's like, yo, you. I feel like the way you write and your writing process, which I want to get into as well, is like, you know, I feel like it's kind of like a diary for you, like, and letting the whole world know, like, hey, you're not alone about how you feel about shit, because I go through it too.
Facts.
And things like that. You know what I'm saying? So your writing process, is there like, you know, is that something that you do, like just feelings or like things you really go through?
Yeah, it's just real genuine, bro. Because like when I first started, I was around someone that I was around my music with, and I just felt like it wasn't, not that it wasn't like real, but like I was starting one that was new.
Right.
But I could see like how I was in that circle of like the type of music he made.
Right.
And it wasn't like what I was trying to get familiar. I was trying to get like figure out my sound. I was trying to figure out my sound.
Right.
So it was like I wasn't like kind of growing yet, because I was like, it was kind of like we're rubbing off in a way with each other.
Right.
So once I separated myself from him, and then I started working kind of like with some other homies. And then same thing there. Like I was growing there. Like as far as with them, like I was growing. Like, you know, we're always about the music, meet up and then meet up and write and kick it. And then like, you know, kicking it with them and like, you know what I'm saying, the hood area. We was, you know, chilling, like, you know, they smoking, we there posted up, you know what I'm saying? They
chilling,
they, you know what I'm saying? They got the peace with them. We just, you know, we in that whole like
in that dynamic.
Exactly. So you get in the zone. But as far as like writing, bro, like I never like lie in my raps, because it's always a story to tell. If there's only 2 or 3 songs, bro, where I can say, oh, that happened. No. That was a story. I was like painting a picture.
Right.
But those are the only 3 songs. Everything else, promise you that it's happened.
Yeah.
I promise you I've been through it, or I like know about something. Right. You know what I'm saying? So as far as that, like I said, it all goes by the vibe.
Right.
The vibe of the beat.
Right.
I vibe to the song. Normally, like, bro, like 90% of my songs I write when I'm driving.
Mm.
Which isn't no, don't text
No,
and drive.
I think that's dope because honestly, bro, because I used to rap as well back in the day. But like that's how I would do it. Like if you're alone in the car,
because
bro,
you can really find your sound on your own. Because when someone's there, you're like, get a little shy. Yeah, I ain't gonna.
Like, especially with the shorty, like, oh, don't listen to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But no, I feel you because I feel like that's the same way how I feel about DJing. Right? It's like, you know, when you find like when I find a song, I'm like, oh, this song would sound dope, or find a vibe, like, oh, but this transition would be crazy with the wordplay with this, and like, so I totally understand the writing process. Like in the car, bro, I feel like in the car, late at night, you get crazy creative, bro. Like you're like, sometimes I'll wake up, I'm like, damn, this I need to write this.
Yeah,
down.
facts. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So I feel,
and I have like bad ADHD, bro. So like,
yeah.
Once I'm in my like I get these pockets where I'm in my zone and I gotta juice all of it out, bro. I can't like I gotta like it's like when you wring out a shirt, you gotta get everything out, bro. So that's how I am and I vibe out. And then I think to like moments I could be going through something in my life,
right? You
know, it comes out. But when I notice when I try to force it out, it never comes out,
dude.
I can't like find a beat. I'm feeling sad. I listen to this beat,
right?
It just won't come out,
right?
Bro.
And that's the thing, man. It's because it's like. I like really admire like songwriters and stuff and people who do music because like they get that creative block, bro. They're like, oh, you know what, like,
bro, it happens.
It's like, man, like I'm like my consistency's there, all this is there, but like, and then like I'll put out something like a mixer or a song or whatever. It's just like this is not how I thought it would come out because I was already in that dopamine, that high of like, yo, like, oh, I'm doing good, I'm gonna keep going, and then it's like, yo. I lost the passion, not the passion, but the drive.
The drive,
yeah.
And it's like, that juice, bro. The juice is flow, and it can stop. And then like, it's weird, bro. I'll have these moments, like I said, that I'll be fucking pumping out music, bro.
Yeah.
And then like that producer I was telling you, I was writing a lot of shit to him.
Right.
And then like lately, like right now, I feel like I'm in one. And that's why I haven't finished that song. I'm like, all right, let me just kind of get to it.
Right.
But it happens. Like, don't get writers and artists don't get discouraged, bro. Because we all have been there before.
Yeah.
And I told myself, this is the first time I wasn't worried. I was like, bro, this is like how many times has it happened? Like, you're gonna get out of it. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? Just let it kind of come. You know,
let it come to you, man.
But like, for example, like something different. When I did something different, people know, the ones that kind of know about the song know. But when I was driving to Houston with my cousin, originally, bro, I was gonna go re-record a song I did here just to see how that engineer worked. Right. He's a dope engineer. Shout out to Speedy, but my cousin. But I was going down to Houston. Dilly Got It Bumping, one of my favorite producers. He did my very first, produced my very first song, and all these other beats that I have. Like,
Dilly Got It Bumping. Why does that sound so familiar?
He did War. He's the producer for War.
He's like Dilly Got It Bumping.
Yeah. So I even mentioned his name and something different. I said Dilly Got It Bumping with this slow beat. You know, so I was driving to Houston, bro, and I'm like, I start kind of talking out loud, like I'm really back up on my tempo. Y'all in attendance to the best show. Yeah, I'm hella saucy. Getting green, I'm on my press. And I just started, I started going in. And the reason why I was so, like, I had some, like, something in me, bro, because I had this show, this rehearsal I was going to do. Jay Cruz was hosting it, but, like, we had this rehearsal, and I was like, I didn't feel like being at the rehearsal, to be honest. I was going through a lot, some stress with my car. This one fucking dealership was trying to fuck me over. I was going through a lot, bro. And then, so stressed out without a vehicle, because I got my car was totaled. And then I'm around these artists that, like, they could be good people. Right. I don't know them as far as that. But what I will say is that they were trying to be someone they weren't up on stage. Every single one of them except one person. Right. Maybe, except one person. Right. Bro. And I forget his name. So, like, shout out, you know who you are. Sydney's boyfriend. But my bad, bro. But so, like, I was like, man, like, bro, y'all trying to be so y'all aren't, bro. Like, stop saying that you're buying whips here and there. You know, you're not. Like, you took an Uber here. You like, you know what I'm saying?
That's
like,
a rental. That chain is from Shop GLD.
Yeah, that's not your chauffeur, bro. That's
exactly.
I saw the lift shit in the front of the fucking. You know what I'm saying?
I was like, yo, that chain is not heavy.
Yeah. So you know, man, I was like, I had that built in me, bro. Like, that's why I said, man, I'm sonning all you artists. Call me Poppy, call me Padre. Like, I was like talking my shit. Yeah. Cause I was like, man, like, you know, so that's how like some of the inspiration comes out. It's like it's in there. Right. And it comes out naturally. Right. You know? But a lot of times, like when it comes to writing process, I'm in the car. Yeah. Like I've never like, I don't like smoking right. I don't drinking right. I don't drink too right. I just vibe.
Yeah. Cause I feel like it's like just the emotion you're going through that time. You know what I mean? It's just like, something that one of my friends, they even told me, like when I was like starting to DJ, he was like, man, start practicing, like, you know, do like some like come out with a mix like once a month, and then like you'll go back shout out to my boy Austin who told me that. Austin, he told me, he was just like, man, just like put out a mix once a month, because then you'll see like what, like, you know, the songs you picked, and like the thought process you were going through, and like the emotions you were going through, like that was a chapter in your life.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like kind of like what you're doing with music. It's like, hey, like I wrote this song in a chapter of my life that I felt like, you know, needed to be heard or said. You go back
it's
to
your
it,
own
like,
autobiography, bro.
It
it's
is,
your
bro.
Autobiography.
It is, man. It's like it's your own book at that point. It's like you go back and you look at like the progress you made. Just like you said before, it's like, yo, I made progress from 2020 to right now, to Monster that just dropped not too long ago. Go ahead and, you know, link in bio.
Today.
link in bio, because that was hard.
That shit
I
go
gonna lie.
crazy.
You know what I'm saying? But
so like I want to talk about two things. So one, the journal. When you were talking about writing a journal, that's one thing I remember I told somebody, like, when people are like, you write it down. Like, you know, things do feel good when you write it down or talk about it.
Right.
But with music, I tell people it's like a special thing. It's like whenever I do talk about some shit like that, some things that I've, you know, been through or whatever. Right. It's literally like I speak it and I have it here. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And like it's right here and it feels good. Like now I have it. Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Right. So that's like, it is therapeutic. It is. So like that is special because like music is therapeutic. I don't talk about like really deep shit all the time, but you'll get songs like that. Right. You know, because like I said, I feel like there's a song I have called Mixed Emotions. Raw Wave is my favorite artist. And I actually did his hook to Dark Clouds. The first time the hook went around, I kind of played with the lyrics to my own way, and the second time was his full on. And I even put it in the parentheses. It's called Mixed Emotions, and you'll put it's in parentheses, says inspired by Dark Clouds, giving him his credit. But like that one's a deep song, right? And I love that one because I was really just kind of like just really going through it at that time.
And he's one of those artists who is very emotional and very
emotional.
He writes his things.
You know, he gets very deep. He just makes you feel what he feels. Right. I love listening to music like that, but I try to stay away from that just because I don't want to, like, if I ever hear a raw wave type beat, I just start doing it like raw wave, and I'm like, you can't help it. But to like the song Monster, have you ever seen D2 the Mighty Ducks?
Of course.
So like a line I said, like going crazy like the knuckle puck.
Yeah.
So a lot of people have never like, what's a knuckle puck? I'm like, I'm like, man, you gotta see D2 the Mighty Ducks, bro.
After watching Mighty Ducks, bro, I remember I wanted to do hockey so bad.
Bro, for real. Like all the Disney movies made you like Johnny Tsunami made want to be a surfer.
I wanted to
go to Galveston.
Brink. I wanted to be a fucking, you know, rollerblader. I'm like, shut up and blade.
Facts, bro.
You know what I mean? Yeah. But nah, and that's why I just like, you know, like I said, I really enjoy your music too. And like, you know, I think when I saw you last week, I was like, man, like, you know, and I remember you even telling me through DMs as well, you're like, I really want to like start going to these shows and start lifting other artists. And I feel like that's so important in this scene, bro, because a lot of people don't do that shit. A lot of people are like, oh man, like they'll slide you like, you know, a song. They'll be like, hey man, make sure you check it out, blah, blah, blah. But like, bro, I don't see you show up to any of my shows. I don't see you show up to anything. But you want me to come and support you.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like
people love to be like receive the love, but they don't like giving the love.
Yeah, bro. Like that's what I'm saying. Likes important. And stuff like that. But that's why I see in your shows, like when you're talking about the Royal Lane show, I see how many people showed up for you, bro. That's amazing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like all these likes, all these whatever. It depends on like who you're putting ass in seats, bro.
Exactly. You know and that's the thing a lot of people get. Because let's be real, man. A lot of these artists that I know, there's some that I personally know, and there's some that I know. Yeah. When you look at their page, followers to likes and comments make no sense. Yeah. Followers to like and even the fake likes and all that shit don't add up on the streams. Yeah. And all of that don't add up to fucking tickets being sold. Exactly. Like, man. You know what I'm saying? So exactly. Like, now don't be wrong. If I post like, but you got to promote it yourself. Like I tell people all the time, be the pest. Like, man. There's probably some people on my phone that I'll send music to year round. Bro, we're in what month? What 10? 10? They have at least 20 songs from me this year, and their fucking message because I sent. You know,
but you have to do that. Yeah. Like you, of course, you have to do that.
Worst thing's gonna happen, they ain't gonna listen to it.
Yeah, but you have to like exactly, bro. But you have to like build that relationship. You know what I mean? I feel like going to that Devi show, for instance, right? I've known Devi for a few years now. And he's been on the pod a couple of times.
I never knew who he was until Wavy had put me on. He told me he'd check him out. Like, I'll go. And I was like, I wasn't like doing any like moving her hands up, but it's just because I was literally just in a way critiquing, but not in a like a negative way. Right. Like I was like, okay, like that's dope that he does that performance wise. Like, okay, cool. I wouldn't do that because that's not my style. Right. But that's dope. And then also trying to listen to the sound. One thing about him, I noticed he has his sound. Yeah, he has a sound. He sounds like Mike Dimes a little bit.
Mike Dimes goes hard.
He sounds like voice-wise. Voice-wise. Not like specifically like style, but voice-wise, he has his style. Not my cup of tea necessarily. Right. But I can see like, okay, people who do like that sound,
Yeah.
they gonna fuck with him.
Dude, and,
You know what
and
I'm
that's
saying?
the thing is like, you know, like when I first heard Devi, I'm like, yo, I like me personally, I fuck with that sound.
Yeah, yeah,
And I
yeah.
remember when he dropped the album that he performed for when he went on tour
It
for.
was like
I love Stoney.
Stoney.
I
Yeah,
love
yeah,
Stoney.
yeah.
Man, when I tell you, I think that's, and giving your flowers too, Devi, that's like one of my favorite projects that's dropped this year, even through mainstream.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hell
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
Hell yeah. That's
I'm
what's
just
up.
like, man, like, cause like when I listen to like your music, I listen to Devi's music, Coach
Yeah.
Tev, anybody's music who I know, it's like I genuinely do enjoy that music.
Yeah, hell
Because
yeah.
it's like, you know what I mean? It's like not only do I know them in a personal level, but at the same time, it's just like, yo, this person is actually putting out better music than sometimes Drake is, or sometimes than your favorite artist is. You know what I'm saying? It's like when I hear Monster, I'm like, bro, like this is better than this Drake track, or this is better than, you know what I'm saying? And that's not trying to gas or trying to, you know what I'm saying, like dick sucker, none of that. Pause. You know what I'm saying? But like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like you got to give people their credit.
Facts,
you know what I'm
bro.
saying? You can't be like, oh well, Drake dropped For All the Dogs, and then it's Drake, so it's gonna be a good album, bro. It was mid.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
exactly,
saying?
bro.
But you can't give somebody their flowers who's local, who's putting out better music.
Yeah, exactly.
Bro.
Exactly.
You got to, man. Because like sometimes I be going to these local shows and I'm like, bro, this is like one of the best shows I've been to. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know, I definitely gotta come through the night.
Yeah,
I'm definitely
bro.
gonna come through.
I'm excited for that one because like I said, it's R&B vibes, lover shit.
Yeah,
and I
'Cause I'm a
love
lover boy,
performing.
too.
Yeah, bro. We all got. That's one thing I tell everyone. I love that music, and I notice like, okay, if you watching this, or if you show the person next to you and tell them to show the next person.
Yeah,
songs like Where You At, Off Topic, Pretty Girl Poetry. Because those type of songs people really relate to. They love that shit.
Yeah.
Because we all have been in an intimate relationship with somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like male or female.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like people have all like have had that. And I've noticed like Off Topic is a very like sexual song. It's a very intimate, like sexual
Put
song.
that on in the car with the shouting.
Man, what, bro? People love that song. Like a lot of dudes have been like, bro, that shit go crazy.
It's just on the play. I gotta put that. I gotta listen to it.
I guarantee
put on the playlist.
And what's crazy about that song, bro? I kept the same rhyme scheme the whole time. It was all like necklace, connection, you know, reckless, Netflix. The whole song, bro.
Jeez.
And it's a fucking vibe. I was like, bro, when I was writing it, I was like, damn, like that one. Where You At is more up tempo.
Yeah.
Where You At, Off Topic, and there's one song called You My Rider.
No, Where You At's a good song. He's like, where you at?
Where you been?
Yeah.
Hey, Wavy loves that shit. Today I was training her and she was like, man, that shit was stuck in my head. The hook was catchy. And at one point I was so stuck on making nothing but like freestyle type songs, like where it's just no hook, just no hook, just going through.
Right.
And I was like, man, I gotta get back on my hook game. So
started
kind of doing songs like that. But You My Rider, I'm gonna perform it. I'm actually gonna try to drop it. Damn, I said I was gonna drop it next week, but
hey man, consistency.
See, I'm already trying to drop. I have it ready to drop, bro. Like I just honestly have to get the cover art, which I'm thinking about.
I feel like that's always so tough too, because you want to try to get that
the
visual.
right vibe.
Yeah,
well, I actually know she's a ring girl for Golden Boy, and so I follow her. So she has this photo she posts. I was like, oh, babe, like that's a vibe. So I'll probably hit her up. Hopefully, she said yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully you say because it's gonna be a vibe.
It's nice, bro. So it's You My Rider, some singing, bro, and the talking's very like Drake vibe-ish.
Right.
You My Rider, bro, and it's a vibe. Good singing sound. My voice is good on there. But yeah, I'm excited for that shit, bro. Because like you said, man, like seeing the love I receive from people, like bro, like not that I like hold grudges if you don't show up or nothing like that, but I keep tallies as for the ones that do show up. Like man. Fuck yeah, man.
I feel you, bro. Because like I feel like it's like when you do your own events and you put on your own shows, like that's your baby. Like you're always thinking like, damn, who's gonna pull up? Who's not gonna be?
You start to stress.
Yes,
bro.
Yeah, man.
So that's how you know you're passionate about it, bro.
Exactly, bro. It's just like, damn, like, oh man, like, and it discourages you. Like you're like, damn, like. Who's really gonna be here for me? Like, is it gonna be the same people again, or is it gonna be like new people? And like that's what it is, man. But it's always a process. It's something you gotta learn. But,
yeah, man. So that's the thing that's exciting when seeing new faces. Like my last show had some new faces.
Yeah.
And then they're like, man, like the people they rolled up with, like, man, they're playing your shit in the car, man. I fuck with this one song.
Yeah.
I fuck with like to shout out Myra, like putting on D on some of these songs. He was like, bro, Super Saiyan and Off Topic, man. That Off Topic again, another male that like was you know like an Off Topic.
Right.
And I keep tabs as far as like what people tell me about certain songs. Okay, like males and females fuck with this shit heavy.
Yeah.
And you can look at the numbers as well.
Right.
You know what I'm saying through your distributor as far as what you put your music out on. But But man, bro, like that's the thing about I love about music because it connects people. Like,
Yeah.
an artist can, like, bro, Rod Wave, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I'm some people know me,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah. I
That's
think I've
my
seen your post. You're like, you're like, yo, Rod, because Rod just dropped not too long ago too.
Nostalgia.
Yeah, dude, he's got some songs on there that make me want
bro.
to pick up my phone and be like, I need a call.
Yeah, bro, swear to God, bro, you gotta be careful when you listen to Rod. And
Bro,
on this one, he did talk a lot of like good, like he peeped game as far as like he was telling people like putting you on game, on like, man, chase your dreams. A lot of dream chasing shit.
And I feel like that's the artist he is. He's always like, he's of course talking about love and like the hardships he's been through and stuff like that. But like,
but
he's
it's
always
real
like,
too,
he's
bro.
like, yo, he's like, but you can do it too. And
Facts.
Like,
Hell
like
yeah.
that.
If I can do it, you can do it.
Yeah,
and that's one thing I'll tell you, man, is like motivating, bro. Cause like with that show I did when Jay Cruz was hosting, I made some good money for a 7-minute set, bro.
Yeah.
Like, made good money.
Yeah, no.
Like,
there's sometimes people just giving you bread, just
yeah,
like hey,
I can say I won't say a number, but I made about a G.
Yeah,
for 7 minutes, bro.
Hey, that's
for 10 minutes. You know what I'm saying?
Amazing.
Close to a G.
That's a great.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a great price
For 7
like,
minutes.
yo, I'm gonna keep doing this.
You know
like, you know, this is easy for me.
Like some people buzz nuts quicker than that shit. And I mean, you know what I'm saying? Some people buzz nuts quicker than that, right? Right. Not my boy. Yeah, man, I forgot my homeboy told me about this song. I mean, this fucking movie called what's it called? The Sitter.
Oh,
and you think Jonah Hill was talking with the little girls that came up, and the little girls came up knocking on the door. The kid was there. And she's like, "Oh yeah, he's." You know what I'm saying? Put my boy on. But nah, bro, like, yeah, but all in all, bro, like I said, like just excited, bro, because the faces you see when people know your lyrics, bro, like it's just like
beautiful,
powerful,
man. It's
bro.
beautiful. So like you would say Rod Wave is like one of your influences. Who else in your music do you feel like you're influenced
Lil Durk.
By? Durk,
I'm a big Lil Durk fan. Old Drake. Older Drake, a little bit of that smooth Jack Harlow.
Really? That's different. I've never heard somebody say Jack Harlow. That's crazy.
He's I feel like he's very like his wordplay smooth with it. Key Glock.
Glock, of course.
Yeah, Key Glock. I like a lot of Key Glock.
I love Key Glock. Key Glock go hard.
And I mean, I think a lot of my music, I think the reason why I'm so everywhere in my music is I grew up listening to Kiss. Like Kiss is our number one. Like, you know, so we grew up, I wasn't allowed to listen to rap music.
Me too.
Yeah, so like Kiss was our bro. I've been to every single show that Kiss has ever had here since I was born, bro.
Really?
Yeah, like
so you're just a fan through and through.
We were there last week. They performing at Dickies, and then
dude, I did see that. I did see that.
So we were there, and then my brother took my nephew. It was his first ever show, so it's like sad, right? Because I got emotional, bro. Like that band isn't just a band of us, bro. Like it's our bond with my dad. Like I said, me and my dad had the most amazing relationship. But that's one thing that out of like two things that me and my dad can talk about is just boxing and Kiss.
Right.
You know?
That's
so
amazing.
it's like rock and roll, bro. Like Scorpion, Motley Crue, Metallica, Def Leppard, Twisted Sister, Cinderella, like all these bands people don't know about. Dokken.
Right.
I can go on and on,
dude,
bro.
So do you feel like you would ever do a rock record? Do you feel
it was funny, I thought about that, but like, nah, I could never do it. Never do it. Never do it.
You would do a live band though. You'd be like live
bro,
band.
tell me about that. Bro, like talking about that. I did this open mic in Maker's Gym in Frisco.
Okay.
They do it first and third first and third Thursday of every month.
Okay.
And I went, that song You Might Ride. I was like, man, I'm gonna do my open mic. I'm gonna do a song that I perform to kind of test my sound, test my vocals, and then promote the show.
Right.
So I did that, shook hands, was, whatever. Met photographers. So I'm like performing, and I'm not used to like singing, like, cause I don't do a lot of the singing songs.
Right.
So I was a little like, a little nerves in there, just a little bit, cause my first time trying it.
Right.
And then the band started. I told them not to, or I put on the list like for them not to play, just me perform my track.
Right.
And then they start putting the piano, a little bit of bass, a little bit of drum. Bro, that shit sounded so dope, bro.
I'm telling you.
I have in mind to do like a Tiny Desk performance as a music video. So like type shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like we're gonna get a rent out of studio.
Yeah.
Playing the piano.
Dude.
To that song, because I'm telling you, people are gonna love that song, bro. Because that's like that's one of my babies right now. Like the ones you hold on to is like, that one's my baby. I be vibing to that shit when I drive,
bro. And I'm telling you, I feel like live performances, like that's where like you can really tell. I feel like it separates a lot of people from their genre. Like it's like, yo, like if you do a rap performance, like Jay does it, Cole's done it, Kendrick. You hear those live drums for real, you're like, damn, this is hard. You know what I'm saying? Because like you're actually performing for real. You're not like doing it just off a track. You're like performing for real. So, dude, man.
Yeah.
But before we wrap up, man, I want to talk about your crush on IG. So what is her name again? What's her name?
Heba Ali.
Heba Ali.
Yeah,
so what is like the big crush about. You know what I'm saying? Will you slide in the DMs and say, hey, come to one of my shows? You know what I'm saying?
Would. You know what's funny? So I was in Arizona training. I was sparring the guy on the Canelo card. He was a co-main event.
Right.
So the guy right before Canelo's last fight, I was sparring him.
Yeah.
So shout out to the whole Ramos camp. But yeah, man, like I was out there. I remember one morning, I think it was a nap. I woke up and I seen it, bro. I was like dead tired, bro, from training. I was exhausted, right? We had just sparred, I think, that day or something. Took a nap. And then I like look at my phone. Bro, I sit up so fast, bro. I was like, she just liked my story. I thought I was seeing shit. Oh my
God, I remember bro. You were so gassed. I remember I saw that story like, yo, my crush just liked it. You cried.
Man,
like,
bro, man, I was damn near in tears. I had to go to the restroom for a second. I was like, hold up, bro. I gotta go to the restroom. Nah, bro. So, dog, like, I think I don't know how I saw on my Instagram page one day. And she was like, I think it's very sexy and attractive, bro. And I don't mean that in like a perverted way.
No, I feel you.
It's very sexy and attractive when a woman takes care of her body, when she works out. And I think one thing that's very attractive to me about her is her like her aura and like her personality. She's very like soft spoken and sweet. She seems that way, right?
Right. She seems that
way. Because I mean, you never know.
No,
you know what I'm
saying?
No, but like, because you know, people, you know, you meet someone.
Fake shit. Yeah.
But no, but like, not her though. But yeah, bro. So like, I saw her work out, and I was like, she's a beast.
Yeah.
One, body's banging. She's gorgeous.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then she's Egyptian too.
Oh,
and not that I don't think that has to do anything, but I'm like, you know,
Egyptian shout to y'all,
right?
You know what I'm saying?
Queens and princes and all that shit, right?
You know what I'm saying? Aladdin, the carpet, you know,
right? Talking about you, but nah, bro. So yeah, I just like would follow her page, and I would honestly like watch some stuff, her fitness stuff, like you know, peep game, take notes. Like, oh man, like that's a dope ass workout.
You're
inspired,
really
by her actual like her fitness journey and stuff.
Right.
And then even the way I even like watch on how she like promotes her apparel and all that stuff, her brand.
Yeah.
Like Evolve Nation is what it's called.
Right.
So she puts a brand, clothing line.
Right.
And all that, bro. So like I peep how she does that.
She's a boss.
Yeah, exactly, bro. So, you know.
Shout out her.
Yeah, man. Like she's like you said, bro. She's a
low
boss.
key. You know what I'm saying? November 9th. Hey, if you want, where's she stay out here or no?
Nah, she does. I think she's I don't know where she's at right now, but I know she's like mainly in New York a lot.
Okay.
But it's funny because my old mentor, John Pruner, shout out to John.
Yeah.
He like knows her in a way. So he was like, bro, it put you on. I'm like, nah, bro, hold up.
You gotta be put on,
you
bro.
Know? But man, maybe one day at a show.
Like invite her out and be like, hey, yo,
you know,
come through.
Got to get my buzz going first, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Or maybe do a show out there where she at and be
well,
like,
actually,
hey.
man, I'll be performing in Vegas in December.
Oh,
so
word.
I got word December I'll be performing in Vegas the week of the week of the 15th. And I'm actually gonna already have my second headlining show December 15th at next door to Club Dada. Off the record?
Off the record.
Yeah, so I'll be having my second headline show.
Oh, dude. Hey, I'm there, bro.
Yeah,
maybe
bro.
not Vegas. Maybe.
Yeah, I know. Hey, people's eyes light up when they say Vegas. So it's like, that's why I chose Vegas.
Really?
And I got my roommate, shout out to Brian Polanco.
Yeah.
He's a pro fighter out there in Vegas. So I told him, bro, I'm gonna be in Vegas, dog. Pull up, bring whoever.
And that's perfect,
know?
man. Anytime you travel, you're like, hey, like, let me do a show here, open mic or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I go to open mics, man. Like, shake hands. I don't care if I'm in there. I don't care if I pull up solo, bro.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go in there. I'm gonna show out. Like, I'm 30, 50, 100 deep. I'm gonna perform. I had my ass off. Yo, this is my answer. Like, when I went, bro, this is the important thing to artists.
Yeah.
I went to the first open mic of that Maker's Gym with the band. I got off. I told him, hey, yo, I performed something different. I always got to perform that one because that shit goes hard. So I performed that one. My IG's Rincon 95. I have an Instagram account for music too, but if y'all follow that main page, you'll see my music page.
Right.
You know, my fitness page too. So I told him.
Right.
And then, bro, instantly I get to my phone, open, boom, 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 boom. Got like at least 10 to 15 followers off one open mic. And then, yo, that shit was dope. Old heads, I'm like, man, when you get props from old head.
Yeah, you're like, yo,
because they're super judgmental with rap. You know what I'm saying?
Like this guy's talking about this and that.
Yeah. So so that's the key, bro. Just network.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, but go to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Go to the show.
Hey, go to the show or go into the DMs. You know what I'm saying? The choice is yours. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But man, I'm gonna throw a lob. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make sure I tag her. I'm gonna make sure we gonna make a reel and be like, yo, You already know what to do. You know what I'm saying? Repost and everything. I got you, bro. I'm gonna throw this live for you.
We can go on a run.
I got you.
How I go? We go work out.
Yeah,
Let's start with
for
that.
sure, man. But man, let me tell you, bro, it's been a pleasure chopping it up with you, bro.
Pleasure, bro.
Love this talk, bro. I was like, man, it's been a long time coming. Appreciate all the stuff, everything you've said. So, if you could go ahead, drop your IG, all the upcoming stuff, of course, the show, all that stuff. What you got to the camera?
So start off going Monster drop tonight's Halloween. We're recording this, so Monster's a crazy, you know what I'm saying, up tempo vibe. Yeah. So right before you get to that lover boy status, Monster. November 9th at Royal Lane Studios. My first headlining show. Pull up, pull through, show the love. If you can't make it, buy a ticket. You know what I'm saying? It's helping your boy out in the pockets. You know what I'm saying? Chasing my dream. Then I'm going to be performing in Vegas the week of the 15th. Then the 15th, I'm performing in Deep Ellum at Off the Record. IG is Rincon 95, Alex, RINCON 95. Like I said, follow that main page. You'll get to the other page, to the music page too. I'll be selling merch at my show, cop a shirt, show some love. Shout out to my boy D-Town, to Derek, to Nino, his family that supports me, a lot. I'm sure you've seen my boy Nino. He's been battling leukemia. And so shout out to him. Shout out to NLE Choppa too, for them showing him mad love. You know what I'm saying? Choppa, we Choppa fans for life. And shout out to everybody, man, really who's supporting other people that are chasing dreams, and make sure you got the people around you supporting you. Shout out to y'all for letting letting me come on here, man. It's an honor to be here. But shout out to everybody, man. All of my supporters, everyone who listens to my songs. Whether you gave it a listen and it wasn't your cup of tea, thank you anyways. You know what I'm saying?
At least you listen.
Yeah, at least you listen. And so, shout out to my nephew, even though he just turned 1.
Okay.
Shout out to my nephew.
Okay.
And that's it, man. Like I said, much love. I hope I see y'all at the show. It's gonna be a good time. And I promise, like, if you don't know who I am now, you're gonna know who I am eventually.
That's why I like to hear, you know what I'm saying? And we're gonna rage at the show. Or not rage, but I might, might
slow
maybe
dance,
bring a show. You know what I'm saying?
Slow dance.
I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But man, I appreciate you, bro. It's always love. Hopefully we can hoop soon. Maybe get some sparring sessions
in,
you know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I need to get my form all good, you know what I'm saying? So we'll get there. We'll get there. All right, bro. I appreciate you. And it's been Up to Something, me and your boy Renee, and we out of here, and peace.